It is time now for the PHL Morning News for this Monday morning, February 23rd, 2015. Welcome to Monday morning, back to work, back to school. Here now, your news headlines, our top story here at 7:35. Here on this Monday morning is Beyond Who Wins What. The Oscars about the spectacle from the monologue to the presenter's minutes of the acceptance speeches here. In Washington, U.S. Homeland Security Secretary Jed Johnson is appealing for public vigilance following the release of a video perpetrated by the Somalia-based al-Shabaab terrorist group calling for attacks in Western shopping malls. Last night, Birdman swept the Academy Awards, winning the most prestigious award for the film industry, Best House, the Oscar for the Best Picture. It also won for Best Director. In New York, trips to Madison Square Garden aren't normally like this for LeBron James. Says, don't be mistaken, James had his moments in Cleveland Cavaliers rep 101-83 over the New York Knickerbockers. Here, the great reform measures are still the subject of validation by the International Monetary Fund, the European Central Bank, and the European Commission, the institutions collectively known as the Troika, which Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras found not to. Are we surprised? Really? A senior MP looks beyond the lens on a hidden camera and in a self-regarded way. He tells his attractive female interlocutor that she has indeed come to the right man. Australian Prime Minister Tony Abbott has announced a push to toughen citizenship laws and tackle those including hatred and attempt to target domestic extremists. One of the three schoolgirls believed to be headed to Syria to join Islamic State militants flew to Turkey on her older sister's passport has been confirmed. A girl suicide bomber, as young as 10, blew herself up in a busy market in the northeast of Nigeria. A Pontus kills on Sunday killed 4 officers and seriously wounded 46 people. A witness said hospital records show. An Egyptian court has sentenced a prominent activist to 5 years in jail for violating a law that seeks to curtail demonstrations part of them, one of the toughest crackdowns in dissent in the country's history. Police say the wife of a retired New York State police officer has made a domestic incident report before he apparently shot and killed 2 teenage daughters and them himself. It is part of the storm system that has prompted where rewarders and advisors for nearly half of Texas, from roughly north of Houston and San Antonio. In Brandon, Florida, a fervent 10-day search for April Foster, who disappeared after a night in Ybor City, came to an end on Sunday afternoon when the Hillsborough County, Florida Sheriff's deputies found her car submerged in a lake. The White House says Obama will to negotiate details of forced authorization request. That plan will require brokers to act in the customer's best interest in change that could limit the earnings of financial advisors. Cincinnati-based Procter & Gamble had announced deeper cuts in the brands as its portfolio during an event in Boca Raton, Florida. Procter & Gamble executives announced that the company plans to reduce its brand portfolio from 160 plus to only 65 by summer. In London, the euro moved firmly lower against the dollar on Monday as initial optimism over Greece's bailout extension last week faded and was replaced with concern that the can has been kicked down the road. In Berlin, German business morale inched up to 7-month high in February. A leading survey showed on Monday suggested that Europe's largest economy has started in 2015 on a strong footing after growing robustly at the end of the last year. A look at the stock market report. Dow 18,140.44 up 154.67. S&P 500 2110.30 up 12.85, and Nasdaq 4955.97 up 31.27. Microsoft Corporation CEO Satya Nadella appointed February 2014 as breaking barriers for Microsoft by pushing the company to develop apps for Android and iOS-based platforms. Eddie Redmayne, who won his Best Actor Oscar, used to be photographed on the red carpet by his teenage years. He was more likely found outside Prince William, the Duke of Cambridge, during the days that he taught. Howard continued his long-running romance with movies about movies in Sunday's Oscar telecast as Birdman, yet expected virtue ignorance a surreal comic fantasy about a former action film star trying to reignite his career in Broadway. Competent John Legend accepted the Best Original Song Award for Glory from Selma during the 87th Annual Academy Awards. For the 50th anniversary of The Sound of Music, Lady Gaga melted out a gorgeous medley of songs for the film of the 2015 Oscars. Clad in white and accompanied by a string selection, Gaga sang 4 tracks from the film and music soundtrack. Researchers have studied the ruins of many ancient cities after examining the artifacts and they've developed the patterns of the ancient cities. It seems like they have built their places fall the same mountain will have fallen in the modern cities. NASA's Hubble Space Telescope has taken on the most intelligent picture yet of a large Edgewood dusty discant circling the 20-million-year-old star, Beta Pictoris. In New York, the U.S. government is close to finalizing instructions to prevent the medical devices responsible for transmitted superbugs from spreading the potential fatal pathogens being treated patients, the scientists leading the effort said. Country Texas turns to Houston separated in 26-hour operation. Okay, let's take a look at New England alerts here at 7:40 in the morning time. On Woodford, Massachusetts, a person was electrocuted at the Deer Outdoors treatment plant as EMS packaged one patient to transport to the hospital. And take a look at sports news here. In Daytona Beach, Florida, 2 laps to between Joey Logano with his first victory in the NASCAR's most precision race, and then a wreck involved with Justin Allgaier and Ty Dillon Bottom Cowshift sending the 2-lap overtime to decide the winner of Daytona, which is Joey Logano. Boston Celtics forward Jared Sullivan will miss the rest of the season with a broken bone in his left foot as Sullivan was sent back to Boston on Thursday to have his foot examined. James Harden wins the playoff at Riviera for the first PGA Tour title. And in Indianapolis, the question was similar, and Doyle, Green, Beckham, and the virtually the same response by each one. I'm disappointed by myself for all those things I did. He did in Missouri, said wide receiver spent last season on the sideline. And the Boston Bruins defeated the Chicago Blackhawks and salvaged a final game of a rough road trip 6-2 yesterday in Chicago, while the Boston Celtics lose to the Los Angeles Lakers in overtime 118-111 here. And the Boston Celtics tonight will be out in Phoenix, taking on the Phoenix Suns. Game time 9 o'clock, which is 7 o'clock their time here. Peter Childress time 7:41 here on this Monday morning here, and it is time now for a Trevor report here on this Monday morning. Back to work, back to school for all of you. And Southeast Expressway to the northbound side, so from the Braintree split all the way out down to the Dorchester around JFK Library. Route 3 to the northbound side, so from 228 to Rockland all the way down for the Braintree split. 24 northbound, so from 139 Stood all the way down for the Braintree split. 95 on the northbound side, so from McCann Street and Churn all the way up to the Route 120 in Canton here. 120 on the southbound side, so from Punkbog Road in Canton all the way down for the Braintree split. 120 on the northbound side, it's slow from Route 24 in Randolph all the way out to Route 20 in Waltham here. 120 on the southbound side, it's slow from Linfield all the way out to Route Waltham here. 93 on the southbound side, it's slow from 128 in Redden all the way down for the Zakin Bridge. Timonel Tunnel on the southbound side, slow from the Zakin Bridge all the way out to the Mass Pike. Northbound, Timonel Tunnel is more on fine. Route 1 southbound, slow from Charlestown all the way up to Route 33 in Zakin Bridge. Mass Pike in the eastbound side, slow from Fairmount all the way out to Natick. Then you hit the brakes again from Route 128 in Western, down from Route 60 to Newton. Then you hit the brakes again from the Starbuck overpass all the way out to the Austin Bratton tolls here. We get an accident Route 93 in the northbound side near Route 28, so expect some delays here. Route 3 into the southbound side is slow from Route 185 in Chelsea all the way down for Millbreaker here. 93 on the southbound side, slow from Route 110 and all the way down from Route 185 in Andover. Then you hit the brakes again from 125 in North Andover all the way up to Woburn here. 95 smooth save from 128 to the New Hampshire border here. 393 and 95 Mullin Fine in the Granite State here. 101 is Mullin Fine from Manchester to Hampton here. 185 and then the southbound side, slow from 125 in April down for Route 110. Then you hit the brakes again from 114 in Lawrence all the way up to Route 93 in Andover here. And 195 on the northbound side, slow down for Hopkins stretch. 290 eastbound side, slow from Route 12 down for downtown Worcester. 146 southbound, northbound, accident on Providence Street, Route 122A, so expect delays there. Route 24 to the northbound side, slow from Berkeley all the way down from Route 44 to Raynham here. 140 north, slow from Exit 11 down for Exit 12 to Route 24 top near Route 146 on the southbound side, slow down for North Smithfield. 146 southbound, slow from Route 50 to North Providence down for downtown Providence. 95 southbound, slow from Second all the way down for downtown Providence. 95 northbound, slow from Third Avenue curb down for downtown Providence. 195 on the westbound side, slow from Seacock all the way down for downtown Providence. And 95 northbound side, slow from Route 42 in East Greenwich, Route 4 northbound. So from East Greenwich, Stafford, Route 95. Do the exit of 95 northbound after you pass Route 4, East Greenwich here. And in Jamestown, the Newport Bridge is modified here, and the Board of Sagamore Bridge is modified. And Route 28 is modified from Board to Falmouth, and Route 6 is modified from Sagamore down to St. Orleans here. Okay, take a look. Yeah. Take a look at the MTA service alerts here. Green line e-service suspended between Brigham Circle and Heath Street. Please use Route 39 bus for service between Brigham Circle and Heath Street. Green line B service has resumed between Boston College and Kenmore. Trolleys are operating between Boston College and Park Street. Rail line Braintree Branch service has resumed between Braintree and North Quincy. All Braintree Branch trains will operate between Alewife and Braintree here. And trolley service on the Mattapan trolley is resuming along the Mattapan trolley branch. The trolleys will make stops at all stations between Ashmont and Mattapan. And all commuter rail lines will operate a modified weekday schedule on Monday, February 23rd to Friday, February 27th. Peter Challenger's time 7:46. Time now for a weather report here on this Monday morning here. A wind chill advisory in effect from 6 p.m. this evening to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tuesday locations including Northern Connecticut, Northern and Western Rhode Island, and much of Massachusetts. This includes the Greater Hartford, Springfield, Worcester, and Boston and Providence metro areas. And hazard types, dangerous wind chills. Wind chill readings as low as 20 below and timing 6 p.m. Monday to 10 a.m. on Tuesday. Impacts dangerous cold conditions and frostbite can develop in just 30 minutes with wind chill index of 20 below. Winds west-northwest by 5 to 50 miles gust up around 25 miles per hour. Low temperatures around 5 to 15 degrees below zero Tuesday morning here. A wind chill advisory is issued where the wind chill index can likely reach 15 to 24 degrees below zero for at least 3 hours. Frostbite can develop in just 30 minutes when the wind chill index is 20 below. If you are headed outdoors, dress in layers and wear a hat and gloves. Day 1 today to that wind chill advisory. Day 2 for Tuesday for Sunday. Wind chill advisory and snow showers may bring a light accumulation Tuesday night and early Wednesday, and especially in eastern Massachusetts here. Alright, let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. It goes like this here. For today, cloudy for mid-morning then gradual clear with a high near 22 degrees. Northwest wind about 10 to 14 miles per hour. For tonight, most of the coast low about 4 below. Wind chill miles low as 14 below. Northwest wind about 5 to 11 miles per hour. High is 23 miles per hour. Tuesday, most of the sky high about 60 degrees. Wind chill miles low as 13 below. A lot of variable wind becoming staff at 5 to 9 miles per hour in the afternoon. For Thursday, chance of snow showers mainly between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. Then most of the sky low around 14 degrees. Southward about 5 to 7 miles by chance of precipitation 30%. New snow accumulation less than a half inch possible. For Wednesday, slight chance of snow showers between 9 a.m. Parts of the sky about 32 degrees. West wind about 5 to 9 miles by chance gust high is 25 miles by chance of precipitation 20%. With that, most of the coast low about 6 miles. For Thursday, most side of the podcast sky about 20 low about 4 degrees. Friday, most side of the podcast sky about 23 low about 5 degrees. For Saturday, most side of the podcast sky about 28 low about 11 degrees. For Sunday, parts of the sky high about 35 degrees. North temperature setting at 29 degrees, mostly cloudy. That's me for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Monday morning, February 23rd, 2015. I'm Peter. Have a good day. We'll see you later. Bye-bye, everybody.